I don't know if this is going to work. Hello. Welcome to Switch It Up. You saw our last video where we had the bridge thing and I said something about doing a, I guess this would be a bay for power washing our RV. And I wanted it so bad on our Grand Design Momentum and I never figured out how to do it. So I came up with this plan. The problem, there's always problems, right? I have a subwoofer there for our stereo system up top, and I don't know if it's a wise decision to put a subwoofer, $1,500 subwoofer, next to a water source. But it's my only option at this moment, and I don't even know if this is going to work. So we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to roll the intro. I'm going to jump into it. It's like a garage sale around here. I got everything just thrown out as I'm regenerating our water softener from Blue Tech. That I could probably show you that after you come back from the intro. So we'll roll the intro. And today, nothing fancy, just doing some RV stuff. Next adventure this next weekend. Whew, so much fun. You'll want to subscribe to that because we'll be going on a little trip in Fredericksburg and we found some funny hidden gems. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about Power Washer and the craziness going on. Roll the intro. We'll be right back.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
See, we're back already. Okay, here's the deal. Yes, it's a mess, okay? Don't judge. Everyone's like, you guys got this big RV. What could they possibly have in it? Well, behind here are boxes and boxes for our events. So if you come to any of our events, we have a lot of like merchandise, but not only that, we have tents and we have all this different stuff. So that's there. And that's just other miscellaneous. But what we have here, let me show you this. Okay, so our water system right here is where sits our soft water system by Blue Tech. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you have to, maybe once a month, you have to regenerate it, which it's over here. I got it percolating. And how you regenerate these is you use like 2 of these salt things. I use like a warm water and I stick in here, as you can see. And then after you pour it out, then I put the water in and I actually stir this about, I don't know, every 15 minutes. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it seems to work really well. And then I usually let that sit in there for an hour. Then you dump out all that salt water and then you run regular water through it to get it back to the way it needs to be to have soft water again. So that poses a potential issue here, right? So let me show you. Ugh. I'll set you here. I don't know if you can see. Hopefully you can see. All right, so the soft water system sits here. This, I come up with this plan where I wanted soft water to wash the RV. And if you get like a soft water system, you could do this as well because I didn't want many spots. So I have it hooked up and I put a valve in that could funnel down into the power washer. And the goal here is to take the power washer out, set it on the ground, and then I got 75 foot of hose once it's on the ground. And then I think I can cover pretty much, I'll have to put the hose up underneath the RV to get to the other side. But then with this on the ground back here, I should be able to reach just about everything. That's the goal. Here's what I got on Amazon right here. I got this 75 foot of hose, and then I got these extensions, which you saw me in the beginning trying to put this together. I told you it wasn't a fancy video day. So in my eyes, if I put these all together, I should be able to reach the whole top of the RV. So I plan on foam cannon and then spraying this off. But you're like, Todd, why would you even do that? This seems like, but the deal is like when you're camping and you're boondocking, like in Arizona and all these places, it's dirty. and you get tired of just the dust everywhere. So I wanted a fast, easy way to simply just hook up and just rinse things off. So this is my plan. Will it work? I have no idea. I'm working on it now. I can't test it until I get my soft water back up. Look how long this is. So I should be able to reach way up, you know, has a long reach, and we'll see how it goes. This could be a total waste, but we'll find out together, and we'll see what happens. Sheila is actually taking a break today, and she went down and is hanging out by the pool, believe it or not, reading a book. And that's good, because we need her to be on her best so she can help us with our events, right? And you guys can come and hang out with us and do some stuff. So she's doing a little R&R. I'm gonna clean up and put this speaker back in the back. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna, like, I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this 75-foot of hose. Maybe try to hang it or something. But if I do spring a leak and it gets all over the subwoofer, it could be a disaster. And now you're asking, well, what's the speaker system? You wanna see that real quick? Let me show you. Okay, so there's the subwoofer, and we're only using a 1900 Ryobi PSI for that. So subwoofer is here. This is important to understand that it's in front of the tires, okay? Then, told you it was just a hangout with Todd kind of RV day. There's one speaker, and then the second speaker's over there. Those speakers are actually waterproof. We get that question a lot, and they're made for actually when we hang out and we do like concerts for hanging out with everybody. And think of like 300 people sitting out here and we're watching a game or we're having a concert with a band, which is fun to do. That all funnels into, oh, the stairs are down, hold on. So that subwoofer and those speakers, and then on top is a place you can plug in instruments. That all funnels in down here. Okay, so down here, these are all the connections for up on top of the deck that come down into the soundboard. Now the soundboard is kind of cool, dusty. I gotta get this in here and get it dusted. This is being boondocking is like, so the soundboard comes into here, then we have a power control and an equalizer and all that fun stuff that plugs into this to power it all. What becomes an issue is if I get water on my subwoofer, the subwoofer won't work. And if you've had stereos, you already know that without any bass, the radio never sounds good. So I do have to be hesitant in how this water thing is going to work, but I think we have a good plan. So we use the MoRide safety rail system. Love that, by the way. I got to put the other speaker. Oh, I already hear you. Okay, you want to see in here too? All right, let me show you. I know, this is just airing all our dirty laundry. Okay, so remember when I talked about, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, so how we're full, look back here. Back here, the back of the sound system, that's an EMP shield in case there's ever an electromagnetic pulse, and it will protect the whole RV. Then, of course, you got your chairs. This is a canopy for up top, and then these are poles that go up top so we can have the sunshade. And then those, like I said, those are tents for our events, for when you guys come hang out with us, and tables and all that stuff. So, and then the batteries, if you see them, they're over here. Everyone asks, okay, well, what's that look like? Well, here's the batteries. Again, I got to go in here and clean and dust. So, I know there's a lot of new people joining the Switch Crew community, which is great. So there's a little peek behind the scenes. Have you guys done a power washer in your RV? And if you have, do you have any tips? I mean, I think I have the idea and the basic premise. I don't know if it'll work. So hopefully that helps today. and if I can get this fired up, I'll throw some footage on here so you can see how it's working. There's a storm moving in, so I don't want to do anything crazy, because then I'd go through all this power washing and then all of a sudden storm would move in and everything would be spotted again anyway. There you go. There's a little, I know, isn't RV life glamorous at times? Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to get this put together. I hope you guys enjoy this weekend's video. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we like the adventure things that we've been up to, and we've got some good content coming out. The bridge stuff was fun because that was just RV life, but going out and seeing things and doing things, the whole reason you buy an RV is that you can go experience places that, you know, are across the United States that you normally wouldn't experience. That's the point of having the RV. It's not necessarily just to sit in the RV the whole time. You want to go out and experience everything. So many of us choose to tent camp or car tent, you know, use car campers or, you know, travel trailers or whatever it is, teardrops behind motorcycles. We're using that as just the mechanism to go see. Now, we are a little bigger for this season of travel. We'll see how long the season lasts, and then be able to do our events this year and hang out and do some fun stuff. Next up is I got to start working on the LED wall. I think I have a short in the LED wall wiring, and I'm getting a blank spot that shows up at the bottom of the LED wall on the front. And yeah, I guess I could show you that on another weekday video or something that we can kind of share what's going on with that and how I can fix it. But all right, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with your old boy Todd today. Sheila will be this next video and pushing the envelope like she always does. That doesn't make any sense. All right, untangled. If you're wondering, like I am, if this is going to work, I will say 75 feet's a lot longer than I anticipated it to be. That's one long sprayer. Okay, moment of truth. Does this thing leak? No leaking. No leaking. No leaking. Okay. All right. Let's release some pressure. Pressure. Check. Sheila just told me getting ready to eat dinner and don't do anything stupid. Okay, we're gonna see if this works. This thing's very long. It's super windy. Oh. Look at that. Woo-wee. You know, for a little power washer, 1900 PSI, it does all right. See this other side, see how far we can reach. Ugh. Huh.